Seawater consists of about 3.5% dissolved mineral substances that are collectively termed salts. Although the percentage of dissolved components may seem small, the actual quantity is huge because the ocean is so vast. Salinity is the total amount of solid material dissolved in water. More specifically, it is the ratio of the mass of dissolved substances to the mass of water sample. Many common quantities are expressed in percent, which is really parts per hundred, because the proportion of the dissolved substances in seawater is such a small number. Oceanographers typically express salinities in parts per hundred. Thus, the average salinity of seawater is 3.5 or 35%. Chemical weathering of rocks is one source. The second major source of elements found in seawater is from the Earth's interior. Large quantities of water vapor and other gases have been emitted during geologic time. This process is called outgassing. The answer is because material is being removed just as rapidly as it is added. For example, some dissolved components are withdrawn from the seawater by organisms as they build hard parts. Other components are removed when they chemically precipitate out of the water as sediment. Still, others are exchanged at the oceanic ridge by hydrothermal activity. The net effect is that the overall makeup of seawater has remained relatively constant through time. Processes that decrease seawater salinity include precipitation, runoff, iceberg melting, and sea ice melting. Processes that increase seawater salinity include formation of sea ice and evaporation. If a thermometer were lowered from the surface of the ocean into deeper water, what temperature pattern would be found? Surface waters are warmed by the sun, so they generally have higher temperatures than deeper waters. However, the observed temperature pattern depends on the latitude. This figure shows two graphs of temperature versus depth, one for high latitude regions and one for low latitude regions. The low latitude curve begins at the surface with high temperature, but the temperature decreases rapidly with the depth because of the inability of the sun's ray to penetrate very far into the ocean. At a depth of about 1,000 meters, the temperature remains just a few degrees above freezing and is relatively constant from this level down to the ocean floor.